Good morning, students. Welcome to the class. So this is the first session on graph theory. So this is the core subject of BSc 5th semester. So this paper carries 100 marks. So in this 20 marks is for internals and 80 marks for the theory examination. So today let us study about the first unit, that is basic concepts of graphs. Let us take the introduction first. So here the Euler in between 1707 and 1782 became the father of a graph theory, when in 1736 he settled a famous unsolved problem of history called Königsberg Bridge problem. Subsequently he rediscoveries of graph theory by Kirchhoff and Cayley also had their roots in the physical world. In 1847, Kirchhoff's investigations of electric network led to his development of the basic concepts and results concerning trees in graphs. In 1857, Cayley discovered the important class of graph called trees, arising from this is for enumeration of organic chemical isomers of the saturated hydrocarbon with a given number n of carbon atoms. Since then, there have already been a great many rediscoveries of graph theory. So in the last 50 years, graph theory has established itself as an important mathematical discipline, and there are several applications of graph theory to many subjects, which includes computer science, communication science, electrical engineering, civil engineering, operational research, chemistry, physics, architecture, genetics, psychology and economics. So the graph theory is the the graph theory is related to many branches of mathematics, including matrix theory. This is a combinatorics, probability, groups theory and numerical analysis, and it also series as a mathematical model for any system involving a binary relation. The concept of a graph, finite graph, now this is a null graph, this is a complete graph, degree of a vector, and isomorphism are some fundamentals to the development of a graph theory. This is about the introduction of a graph theory. So first let us study about the graph. A graph is a finite non-empty set V together with a prescribed set E of unordered pairs of distinct elements of V. Means graph contains a set of vertices and set of edges. So here we can denote the set of edges as V. V is equals to, suppose we have a graph here, set V, the set of vertices are denoted by the letter V and set of edges are denoted by the letter E here. So these are capital letters, and we use the elements. For elements we use small letters. Suppose V is a set of vertex which contains here 6 elements in this U, V, W, X, Y set, and E is a edge which contains the elements here U, V, U, X, V, Y, W, X, W, I, X, Y. So means here how we can denote this graph as like this. V is the set of vertices. It contains these vertices U, V, X, Y, W and Z, and this is the edges. Edges means which connects the vertices. First edge is which connects the vertices U, V. Let us connect U and V. Next is UX. Let us connect UX. Then VY, V to Y, and W to X. So this is WX, WY, W to Y, and XY. So XY like this. So this is the graph. So in general, a graph is a set of vertices and set of edges here. So we can denote this graph in many different ways. So we can it doesn't mean that we can always the graph in this way only. We can denote this graph in many different ways. Here we can take any type of a graph like this here, which contains u, v, w, x, y, z. We can take like this here u. Here we can take v. We can take this is u, v, w, x, y and z. We can take like this here. You just connect like this here, u to v, u, v and ux, u then vy, no, it is vy like this here, and wx. So we have here w, no, so this is w and x, then wy like this, and xy, x here, no, we have y like this. It doesn't mean that we can denote the graph in this way only. Here it is just a set of vertices and set of edges. According to this, you just connect the vertices. So this is about the definition of a graph. Here we have so these points are called vertices, and the line which join the vertices is called vertex. So here let us take the definition of a vertex. Each element of V is called a vertex or a point of a graph G. So in this here u, v, w, x, y are the vertices. So that is here it is a point of a graph. So and the line which joins these vertices is known as an edge. That is here, let us take the definition. Each pair u, v of vertices in E is called an edge or line of G. An edge E is equals to u, v is said to join the vertices u, v. So in this graph here, these are all the edges. uv, then v2y, vy, the line which joins the vertices, just it is in simple way we can say that the line which joins the vertices. Ux is one vertex, wx is also vertex, wy is also a vertex, x and y is also a vertex. So sorry, these are all not vertex, these are all the edges. Only these points are the vertices, and the line which joins the vertices is known as the edge. Next let us take one more definition, adjacent. If E is an edge which joins the vertices uv is an edge of G, then u and v are adjacent vertices. Means here suppose two points are joined by an edge, then those 2 points are said to be adjacent. So in this example see here, here u and v are adjacent because an edge, this edge joins these two vertices. Ux are also adjacent because this line joins these two vertices. So wy are also adjacent, wx are also adjacent, x and y are also adjacent because the line which joins these 2 points. So this is the definition of a adjacent. Next definition is adjacent edges. So here if 2 distinct edges EI and EJ are incident with a common vertex, then they are adjacent edges. So means here suppose in this same example you take here, let us take same example. So in this here let us denote this edge as E1 and this edge as E2 and this one as E3, this one as E4, this one as E5 and this one as E6. So here adjacent edges means if 2 edges incident with this common vertex. Here E1 and E2 are adjacent because E1 and E2 are incidenting to the same vertex U. So these two are adjacent edges. Similarly E1 and E3 are also adjacent because E1 and E3 are incident with the vertex V. And similarly like this here we have E6 and E5 are adjacent, E5 and E4 are adjacent like this. And here these 3 are adjacent edges because here these 3 edges incident with the same vertex X, that is E5, E6 and E4. So this is the definition of an adjacent edges. So here let us take one example here. Here I have given an example. So this is a vertex V, set of vertex V, this which contains the vertices u, v, w, x, and the set of edges is u, v, w, u, v, x, w, x. So let us first mark the points u, v, w, x. In any way you can mark the points. You just according to this edges, you just join them. U, v, u, v, u, w, and v, x. Vx, wx, like this, and these points are called vertices and these lines are called edges. So this is the example of a graph. Suppose we have here one more same graph, we can denote like this also. No, this is different, no? U, v, w, x, and here we have like this. So in this way we can denote the graph. Let us take one more example, one more definition: finite graph. So finite graph means here in this, if both the vertices and edges are finite, then it is called a finite graph. Otherwise it is called infinite graph. So that is here, if the vertex set contains finite number of elements and edge set contains finite number of elements, then this graph is called finite graph. So these are all whatever the examples we studied now, these two are finite graphs, because here it contains only 4 vertices and 4 edges in both the examples. This is called finite graph. Let us take one example here. Draw a graph with the vertex a, b, c, d, e, and this is edge a, b, a, c, b, c, b, d, c, d, and e, e. So let us first mark the points vertices a, b, c, d, e. In any way we can take here a, b, c, d, e. Then join the points a, b, a, c, b, c, b, d, and c, e, like this. So we can denote the same graph as like this also. You just mark the points and join the points according to this. This is the example of a graph. Take one more example. Draw a graph with vertices 1, 2, 3, 4 and edges is equals to 1 to, this is not 12, it is 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3. You just mark the vertices here 1, 2, 3, 4 like this, and join the edges like this 1, 2, 1, 2, then 1, 3, 1, 4, 2 and 3. We can draw the same graph like this also. In this way also we can take the same graph 1, 2, 3, 4. We can mark like this according to this 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4 and 2, 3. So this is in this way we can draw the graph.